Okay, today I'm making a video comparing the Melling M313 oil pump to the B18 Type-R oil pump. For this video, this is actually a B20B JDM high compression oil pump, but for all intents and purposes, it's the same oil pump minus the sensor location as far as I can tell. If anyone would like to prove me wrong or enlighten me, I'd love to see a picture showing the internals that are actually different. But as far as I can tell, all the research I've done, internally they're exactly the same. So the Melling, the main difference I can tell, measuring everything, the pump gears inside are actually a little bit thinner. So these are 353 thousandths as opposed to the Honda gears are 361 thousandths. As far as the clearance between the plate and the pump body, this is a used pump, so it's not the greatest comparison, but they feel similar. Being that this is a new pump, the clearance is a little bit tighter on the inside, so I imagine they're both pretty much the same. If I had a new pump, I would actually put a dial indicator on it and check it, but it feels fairly tight without binding. The other difference is the Melling pump is a lot shallower, the oil passages on the inside. So the volume, I haven't measured it, but I would imagine it's significantly less total. It's kind of hard to see on video, but you can see the indent. There's more of an indent and less of a just overall large passage. So the Honda passage is significantly overall deeper, whereas the Melling, it's a shallower passage with just more of an indent near where the oil actually flows in. Same thing on this side too. I don't know if this really necessarily affects anything because the oil is just flowing through there. I don't know if there just needs to be a large volume of oil in there at one point, because it's just kind of passing through, but it is a difference between the two. I am planning on porting this pump, that's why it's all taken apart. So make those a little bit better. The surface is a little bit rough, like you can see some of the casting bumps, but the surfaces where the actual gears ride were smooth and there was no binding or anything. So out of the box it would work fine, but if you want to maximize the flow, I'd probably go in and clean up this. But it's an $80 oil pump, so you can't really expect too much. But all the machine services are good. All the portholes are obviously same size. It's over. On the front, being this is a aftermarket pump, there's a lot of different locations for sensors and what have you, just because they're probably trying to maximize what this will fit, whereas this is just the B20 pump, so there's not a lot of extra stuff on it. Yep, I mean, that's pretty much it. Again, I'd like to see a brand new Type-R oil pump, seeing if the inside is in fact different, but all the pictures I've seen where they were torn apart, it looks exactly like this B20 pump. So for me, I couldn't justify spending the $260+ on buying a brand new Type-R pump. So I spent $80 and bought this pump, and I plan on porting it, and we'll see what kind of results that yields for the B20 VTEC build that I'm working on. Hopefully it'll work out well.